Welcome back to Wośnice. We've had a little bit of change of plans here. We were going to harvest our canola field here, but as you can see, we are running a little low on funds here, just over $4,000. So I picked up a contract on field 49, which is roughly about the biggest field on the map, I think. And it's on corn, and it's going to get delivered up to here. Payout on it is just over $2,000. Hopefully we get half a trailer load or something of corn in return. So if I can get into the right vehicle here, there we go, that's better. We'll get this guy fired up. We'll actually just leave our header here, since this is the next place we're going to need our grain header anyways. We'll run back up to the farmyard here and pick up the corn header that we have, and we might as well make a bit of use out of it. That was one of the other reasons why I wanted to pick up this contract here, because it is for corn, and we do have this beautiful foldable corn header here. So we might as well put it to use, and we'll just run over there. I'll bring up the tractor, get it on follow me, so we only have to make one trip over there. And I think we're good to go here now. We've got the tractor following us. As long as we can get pulled out onto the road without too much of a hassle here, we should be doing alright. Just get this wide load turned out onto the road. Try to block any traffic coming to get that tractor out onto the road here. And we met a car on the bridge, which is awesome. Great. So after politely asking him to leave the premises and not go through insurance after I drove onto his hood, we are off on the road again. Combine isn't going super fast, hence why we got our beacons on here. And our four-ways now that I remembered them. Don't have that far to go. It is a fairly small map, so it shouldn't take us too long to get over there. I have never been over to this field before though, so it's new to both you and me. I think we are going the right way, or at least I hope we're going the right way. Still got our Johnny following behind us, so that's good. It is costing us a little bit of money to get a helper to follow us out here, but it's definitely worth it than walking all the way back to the farmyard to pick up the tractor and drive it out here as well. This is our turn right here. And that looks to be the field that we need to harvest. So let's just get stopped here. Hopefully that Johnny won't run into us. You can go home. It is pretty close to the sunflower field, so hopefully we don't run into any issues with that. Well, let's just get situated here into a decent spot and get this header unfolded and the combine unfolded as well. That's the combine. Get this header unfolded here. This header does have a beautiful animation of it all unfolding, all the snuts folding out. Just wanted to be quiet for a couple of seconds there so you guys could all enjoy that beautiful animation. We do not require straw, so hopefully that is the right button that I just pressed. Since it's not our field and it's just a contract, I don't expect to be getting any straw off of this. Press the wrong button, but then I pressed the right one, so it works out in the end. Let's just do a headland pass along through here, and then we should be able to get a GPS line set up. Not sure. It is the biggest field on the map, but it is still fairly small. I think I should be able to get away with it, just doing it by myself. And then if we've got to run a trailer load full of corn down to the sell point, we can just get a worker to help us out on that. I think this header is just a tad bit big for this combine. We are running at a whopping 3 miles an hour. So that is awesome. I mean, 3 miles an hour is still better than no mile an hour, so can't complain there too much. We've got our GPS line all set up here. Rocking away. Doing alright. This field does need plowing. Didn't need plowing before. It has no fertilizer and it also required lime. So I'm not expecting super great yields. As you can see, we're still only at a quarter tank on the combine here now. So it should hopefully not be too much running back and forth to the sell point, but we shall see. I'll probably end up doing most of this off of camera. And once this is done, we'll come back to the farm and probably pick up some of that straw that's left on the field. Just because the longer you leave it out, the less straw you get in seasons. I'm pretty sure it just eats away the longer it's on the ground. And we'll get that straw sent over to a sell point. There'll be a fair bit of carting involved in that since we don't have any place to store the straw. So we'll just have to fill up our loading wagon one load at a time and send it on out to the sell point. Make a little bit of extra profit there. Not expecting too much of a return on the standard straw that's on the fields already. But every couple $100 helps. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, probably either when this harvester is full or when we're almost done the field. I should have probably noticed the fuel level in this tractor before we came out here. This tractor burns through fuel pretty quickly. Down there it looks like even just driving down the road, looks like it's burning over 100 liters of fuel an hour, which is a fair bit. So I'll just turn it off here while we're unloading the combine. So far so good. We've done 2 full strips down this side, a half pass on the other, 2 headlands on the north side, south side. That would be the north side of the field. And we're working on our second headland pass on the south side of the field here. So we should get this hammered out pretty quickly, I hope. We'll probably put in a bit of a time lapse here of the combine going up and down the field. There's 6,000 liters in the trailer. So let's just get the pipe folded back in here. Get everything turned back up. Rocking along at 3 miles per hour is pretty slow, kind of painful. So I'm not going to keep you guys in here real time doing this. Only I have to suffer doing that, so I'll put this into a bit of a time lapse here so you guys can at least enjoy some of the corn harvest. But it's definitely going to take a little bit longer than what I planned. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. here we are finishing up our final pass of the contracted cornfield. Contract on field 49 finished. Nice. It's good to see. Means we get about 5,282 liters of free corn. Not sure how that would actually work in the real world, but that's how it works in Farm Sim, so I'm not going to complain. I'm going to take my free 5,000 liters of corn and I'm going to run with it. Run with it right to the sell point. Get all the snuts folded in. Even with the header folded up, you still got pretty good visibility in this combine, which is nice. Hold that pipe back in. Lower the header down. We'll just leave the combine in the field here for a minute while we go and sell almost half a trailer load of corn. Should bring in a little bit of money. We did fill the tractor up on the last load that we did over to the sell point there. Might as well get our beacon light back on. I did turn traffic off and when we ran over that car on the bridge. So I'll turn that back on once we get the combine back to the farm. But for right now, don't have to worry about oncoming traffic, so that's one less thing to worry about, which is kind of nice. Pretty sure this is a shortcut here if we just come bombing down this little goat path. Tractor really doesn't like these hills with this trailer on. Doesn't mind the hills going down them, but going up the hills it definitely struggles a bit. So this place does have the best price for corn right now. It is falling, but it's still like $30 some better than the other place. So we'll just get this dumped here now. Extra $2,794, which is nice, plus the actual contract itself, which is $2,420. We'll complete that. So we got 10 grand now in the bank. So that's a pretty good balance. We're halfway done our own harvest here. We won't be selling our crops until the second day of winter, I think, is the best price for canola, wheat, and barley. Not sure how much wheat and barley we're actually going to sell. So hopefully with this $10,000, we've got enough leeway to buy some chickens, hopefully, and get those guys set up and ready to go. We'll also need to buy something to be able to move their eggs once they start producing eggs. So that's something to think about as well. So far, it's shaping up to be alright. We still got that straw to sell as well. So I'm just going to back this trailer back into the shed for right now, because that's what we're going to start working on. As long as I don't run into our cedar, that will be great. And I'll see you once I get the combine back to the farm here. I think we'll just leave the combine right there for right now. Let's hop back up into the Johnny here and get hooked up to our loading wagon, if I can remember my forwards from my reverse. I'm hoping we don't need to windrow it, because we don't have a very big windrow. From what I can remember, the swaths are fairly straight. Let's see if this will lower down and turn on. didn't need to unfold at all, so that's good. I'm not sure where the best place it is to sell straw. Normally in seasons you can't even see a price for straw. So it's pretty much shooting in the dark. Let's just check while we're here. So it does show that straw is going down, but it also says $0. And that's at the barn. That's the only sell point for it. So I'm just going to take the chance, since we don't have any place to store the straw. I'm just going to sell it, and whatever we get, I'll be happy with. Just a little bit of extra income. I know some people say it's not worth it. It's not worth the fuel. And even with this tractor, which is guzzling back the fuel, I think it will still be worth it, just for the peace of mind. Knowing that we have that the extra funds in the bank, even if it is only a couple extra thousand. After everything's all said and done, it'll still make me feel better than not having it at all. And we've got it on the field, so we might as well not waste it, right? It's my theory behind it, at least. If you think my theory is wrong, let me know down below in the comments. That's what that comment section is for. If you are enjoying the video, a like is always appreciated. If you enjoy what I've been putting out, that's what a subscription would be for. If you don't like me and don't like the videos, then there's a button for that too as well. Make sure to hit the appropriate buttons. Hit the appropriate buttons. I messed it up again. Anyways, you know what I mean. So we've almost got a full wagon already. That definitely did not take long at all. 98%. Let's just top ourselves back off here. 100%. 16,100 liters. Now where is the barn? The barn's all the way back where we were. Okay. So this is going to take a little bit of carting time. So I'll see you guys once we get to the barn, so we can work out how much we're actually going to make from all this. Moment of truth. Literally $0. That's wonderful. Okay, well. Normally, even though it said that, normally, lost for words here. Normally, even when it says $0 on the price table, it actually does give you some money. Maybe that's for like an aftermarket sell point or replaceable sell point. So we are kind of getting a little screwed. Let's go down to straw. Maybe it's only in bale form where you make any money. That could be possible, since we do have a price table here. And loose, it doesn't actually pay out anything. That's a very good possibility. So, might have to look for a cheap baler. If I can find a cheap baler, we'll try that. And if not, then we'll just have to plow the straw under at a later point. So, yeah, not a video if something doesn't go wrong. At least this time you guys caught it on camera though. So, lucky you. Watch me messing things up firsthand. So you guys join me back down here at the store. Decided to sell this loading wagon, considering if I can only use it for free, it's definitely not going to be worth it. If I can click the right button here, they're going to give me a really good price on it, to be honest with you. Didn't think it was going to be 30 grand. But 30 grand gives us 40 grand. That actually might impact my decision making on the baler. I did find one for 12 grand. But now that I think about it, I think I'm going to stick with the one for 12 grand just because it's also a John Deere. If we just scroll through all my baling stuff here, I know I got a lot. It was this one right here. Requires 115 horsepower, and we have that. We have 130, so we're good on horsepower. We'll set up, stick with the yellow. Factory new, we'll buy it new. It's still only 12 grand. Still leaves us with 28,000, so we actually made out on top. So even if this doesn't work, and we still can't sell our straw, we have a baler, and we've made out with more money than what we started with. So all in all, it's not too bad, I don't think. Let me know down below if I was just doing or using the loading wagon wrong, or if it has to be a bale for it to be able to sell in seasons, because I can't quite remember, to be honest with you. So if you're yelling at your screen right now saying that I'm a dum-dum, that's fine. I can't hear you. Who knows, maybe I'm actually doing everything properly here now, finally. As you can see, I did turn traffic back on. They're driving like idiots. Mainly not knowing how to drive. Causing traffic jams here, there, and everywhere. Well, let's just get this unfolded and down to the field here. And give this the good old college try. We've eaten away at most of our straw. We lost out on 16,000 liters of straw, but better late than never, right? Let's get this thing fired up. It's definitely not going to be as quick as the loading wagon, I don't think. Maybe about the same. I think the loading wagon went a little bit faster than 12 miles per hour, but I am more than happy with 12 miles an hour. Spoke too soon, I'm now going uphill. But, yeah, we've only got an extra 15 horsepower to spare in this tractor. So, I'm not expecting this to go by very quickly. But we'll definitely get the job done, that's for sure. Just gotta turn the baler off every time we're not picking up straw itself. It won't take very long to get this field done. And then we'll go over into the barley field and get that one done as well. Just gotta pick up these last little straggly bits. And we will be good to go. Some pretty good turning radius on this baler. I'm pretty surprised there. Just whip it around like I know what I'm doing. Which obviously is not the case. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I don't know what I'm doing at all. Fly by the seam of my pants doing almost everything. Thankfully the tractor has row crop tires, so that didn't ruin a bunch of my canola. Definitely don't want to get the baler stuck in there. Those tires would definitely cause damage to my crop. And no, I am not going to test that. I'm just going to believe that it will. So I'm going to drive around this field a little bit, and I will see you guys once we've got all the bales on the field. If that made any sense, I have no idea. But I'll see you guys in a bit. And there we are. All the bales made. Wonder how many bales we actually have. 8. 8 bales. So now the moment of truth will be if we make any money from these. Or not. I'm obviously hopeful that we will make some money off of these. Because in the seasons menu it says bales. So fingers crossed that it will actually work. We are running out of daylight here, so the sooner we get this done, the better. I really shouldn't have went that way. Definitely got the trailer hung up there, which is awesome. Definitely what I wanted. I didn't just get that trailer hung up on the tree, I also got it hung up on this header trailer here, so that's great. Good news bears. Or bad news bears. Don't think good news bears is actually saying. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to come down and grab a bale with the telehandler here, and I will run it right to the sell point to see if it'll actually work, or if I just wasted all my time. And if I did, then I will know I can just stack these up somewhere. And if it does sell, then we can get everything loaded up onto the trailer. I'll do that off camera. And next episode, that's how we'll start it off, is excuse me, you were stuck onto my fork. How did you manage to slip off like that? Anyways, and if everything does go to plan, that's how we'll start off our next episode, is selling 7 of these straw bales. I say 7 because this one would have already been sold, if everything works out well. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just cut this whole part here. So, moment of truth. Are you going to sell for me? You did. Awesome. That's great. Well, with that said, at least we can end on a high note. So thank you for watching, guys. Once again, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you like me or like the videos that I put out, that's what a subscription is for. If you don't like me or don't like the videos, once again, I have no idea why you'd be watching all the way to the end. But thank you for the view. But there's a button for that if you don't like the videos or don't like me, right next to the like button. I just want to thank everyone for watching, especially if you made it to the end. I really thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Toodles!